Hey guys, welcome to West Underground, the biggest band podcast in the West. Today we have none other than Fangz.
Yo, yo, yo!
Hello.
Hello. 3/4 of Fangz.
3/4 of Fangz, that's right, I should have remembered. Yeah. So tell us about the tracksuit pants. How did that start?
Coming in hot. Get to the big issues.
Bringing the big ones in.
Right. Can we have a drink first? Hold on.
Yeah, we just had a shot, but can we do another shot?
Yeah.
Tracksuits, yeah.
Let's go, get the cameras rolling.
Yeah,
Hey, we're gonna have a shot with everybody at home and everybody watching. It's probably like a Monday morning. You're probably on your way to work.
You're a Monday morning.
I am morning on Monday.
Oh shit.
No?
Yeah, no.
Where's the cricket button?
Yeah. So we launched this band at Hideaway Bar in April of 2019, and one of those residency shows happened to be Shumak's birthday.
Yeah.
And I think Jamil, just being funny, thought that,
it'd be hilarious to buy me a black Adidas tracksuit because apparently I have some resemblance to one of the guys in Korn.
Korn
But,
man!
But who actually knows what the guys in Korn look like?
He knows, it's his dad.
It makes sense. I mean, if I was walking down the street and he was like, I'm in Korn, I'd be like, cool.
Funny story though, I used to just tell people that I was, and people would believe me.
Would they get you to sign shit for them as well?
Yeah, full
cool.
on, yeah. Even better story though was I was stage manager at Soundwave, 2000 and something.
That's one. Red. It's red.
Cheers.
Cheers, dudes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers at home.
We've already done this before, so it's good.
Yeah, so I'm stage managing at Soundwave, and him were playing, and walking up backstage was the whole of Korn.
Yeah.
And Brian Welsh, the guitarist.
Was Bam there?
No, he wasn't. But Brian Welsh is walking towards me. I just catch his eye. I'm like, Dad? And he just fell on the ground in tears.
Doesn't every dreadlock cunt say that to him though?
Yeah. But not all of them look like a horse like I do. So.
More importantly, how much do you get asked, does somebody random come up to you and says, can I buy some pot off you?
Oh, dude, yeah, so much. Yeah.
I ask him all the time.
And then he's like, that's $15, motherfucker.
Got a stereotype.
So Jim did that for Sam's birthday.
Yeah.
And Jim got himself on, and then we had a show the next week.
Yeah.
And then
then we got the red colour the week after.
It just kind of became funny. It's an and then
I think it started with
people,
just them two though, like him and Jamil just did that, and then when we did the music video for
Drifter,
then we were all in tracksuits, and it just became a thing.
I reckon you guys should get a sponsor from Adidas. I nearly bought a red tracksuit pants when I saw you. I was like, you can get it.
Hey, shout out to Adidas if you want to sponsor Fangz with a Z.
Why would they? We give that money. That
company so much money for it.
But didn't he just said?
I just said I nearly bought a red tracksuit pants because I saw you guys in there, and I was like, that is fucking
Air
cool.
Jordans, right?
I want one.
Even better. We can do Fangz merch with Adidas. Just so Fangz.
You already did, you fucking idiot. It's called Fangadas. We actually did bring out a bunch of shirts with the Adidas logo and it just said Fangadas.
They sold like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They're all sold out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Shout out to you if you have a Fangadas shirt.
But yeah, so basically, we did that show when me and Jamil wore them.
Yeah.
And then the next week, a heap of people rocked up in Adidas tracksuits. So we're like, oh, well, I guess this is sticking. And
Yeah. I'm surprised you guys haven't played out here.
Yeah, there's heaps of sick venues.
So sports club?
Yeah. Well, there you go. But I mean, everybody would be in trackies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we wanted to drink today, so whatever we got the train out here. And we get all had our masks on, all that kind of stuff, and we're in the right right. I had my trackie on as well, and we're in the right outfit.
For everybody that doesn't know, we're based in Bankstown in Sydney, so.
So we're wearing the outfit.
This is my first time here.
Yeah.
It's just we're having
the traditional wares of Bankstown.
He goes, hey, the difference between yours and mine is yours says replica. Funny shit.
Oh, nice.
So
what's your impression of Bankstown?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Dude, my mum grew up here actually. When we got off the train, Rumor's Pharmacy at the very top of the train station. I mean, it's just a chemist now or something, but Yeah, where did my family comes from here, and that was my family was the Rumors. So they,
Yeah, nice.
Great HSBs.
Oh, the best.
So come here a bit.
That's
What's the HSB?
Hello,
The
snack
bank?
pack.
everybody from Bankstown right now.
Yeah.
Is
How
that when
that
you're doing
U-turn fuck with me?
Is that when you're doing the graffiti application?
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I was here, I was removing a giant dick off an underpass. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Graffiti
How did that go?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to get a giant dick off?
Oh, you just paint it with
Oh,
paint.
okay.
But how long did it take you to put it on there?
About 30 seconds. Exactly. Fuck, it's like you've done that before, mate.
What was that movie? That American Vandal or something?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
So I guess that's the tracksuit thing, and then from that
Yeah.
hideaway show, that run of
Yeah.
shows or whatever, to
Yeah.
launch the band, and I
Yeah.
guess for each single release,
Yeah.
kind of came with a run,
A
with
different tracksuit. No?
yeah, well, yeah, with a different
Yeah.
a run of shows.
Yeah.
And now they have like names for the tracksuits.
Yeah, there have been a few moments. You know, there have been a few moments, and
Yeah.
there's a bit of juju
You guys-
associated with certain colours. Hence, the blue one is the self-destruct.
Oh yeah, the blue
Jamil-
one
Jamil,
is.
you know what? Jamil's been scared of the blue one.
Yeah.
So this one time, whatever. I'm sure we'll get to this
At
later.
band
But
camp.
yeah, Josh and I we were coming back from. We played in Melbourne one night. However, it worked out, and Josh and I got stuck in Gundagai for a couple of hours or something, 6 hours, and
The transmission blew on the car basically.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, fuck.
and we got towed to Gundagai, and kind
or
of
whatever.
we were just like, what do we do?
Oh, fuck, but
Did you just buy another car?
Nah, we just
That's-
got real drunk and called his dad.
So this was for they were driving back for the
Yeah.
Frankie's 7th birthday. Yeah, I
the
think it's
recent,
7th.
whatever the recent
Yeah,
one
yeah.
was.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
it was.
that's right. We had to be there that night.
Yeah. So
Oh, that was
yeah,
insane.
That's right. Yeah, actually no. So we
Because
just
we didn't
finished the
think it
Bare
would-
Bones tour.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Finished the
Yeah.
Bare Bones tour in Melbourne, and then Jordan put us on the final,
Yeah.
or whatever the Frankie's
Yeah.
birthday thing. We had to get back. Jim and Sam were flying,
Yeah.
and Josh and I did the drive back, and
With
we
all
cooked
the
we
gear.
cooked the car like 40k south of Gundagai.
Gundagai.
It sucked, man.
How do
Actually, you know what the
I'm
best
surprised
part?
you even had fucking phone signal.
Dude, you know the
Yeah.
best part about the day? It was 32 degrees, there was no wind,
shade.
there was not a cloud in the sky, there's no fucking shade.
Middle of summer.
Yeah.
mate.
Middle of summer,
Yeah.
flies, remember the fly? Anyway,
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever. So we
worst.
had to come back to the tracksuit thing to pick up that
Yeah,
thread.
that's when the self-destructive blue redeemed itself.
Well, it had to because Jamil was out of options. He only had the blue one with him, and we were coming. We literally got out of the car basically,
And
shit was
walked
set
on
up, walked
stage,
on
yeah.
stage, and
It was cool.
played.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
Jim
like
didn't have time to go
12:30.
back and get
Yeah.
his fucking change of clothes or whatever, so he only had the blue one, and really like he fucked up once in Brisbane, like which was hilarious. And I think that's the juju that's been scared of that colour
self-destructive
tracksuit.
blue. Yeah.
Self-destructive blue. Yeah, so we
I
rocked it
like
that
it.
night, and fuck, that was a good show, man.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Playing
one.
with
Now it's
Venom.
redemption blue. Yeah, with Venom.
Yeah.
I just want to take it back a little bit, guys. You said before, you mentioned the Hideaway, and I'm like, did you guys live at the fucking Hideaway? Because I swear you were
Well, we
playing
have
there
a
all the time when I
residency.
first saw
So
you.
for the
Yeah.
whole month, we did every Friday the whole month. So
Yeah.
it was like a
Yeah.
residency. So basically, and it was sick because we had just started out.
Well,
And
before that though, like just straight up, like one of our very good friends used to own the Hideaway.
Yeah.
So we just said to him, "Hey man, we're launching our band.
Yeah.
You're launching it, trying to make your venue cool. How about we do a residency and just see if it comes off?"
Yeah.
And then so every week, like
Yeah.
we had a line.
but it was cool because
Out
like,
the door
every week
by, like-
for us starting out,
Yeah.
every single week sold out.
Yeah.
Like it was awesome, and it was like for a band starting out with like
Yeah,
they
full
had
sold
they
out
were coming
shows.
off the back of their old band, and so they still had a solid
Yeah.
fan base. But then when it came into like me friggin' shouting beers and like just being reckless, I think your old fans were kind of like.
After one
Not
show.
into
Yeah.
this. But then you started seeing like
Love
you know
it.
people were like doing straight arms in the shows and
Yeah.
back like the boys
Yeah,
in
yeah.
The
Wicked
Wicked Things
Things were
boys
like
doing backflips and stuff,
like
yeah.
And that's where the quote came, like, we literally make music for people to do backflips. And then that's how we met those guys. They were like, we're going to come and do backflips. I'm like, sick. And I literally stopped the whole show and I was like, these guys are going to do some backflips. And it was sick. Like, it was just a party. Like, every week it was just a good, like, and I think with Sydney as well, especially for me coming into Sydney, like for the first like 2 years, it's so hard to meet people.
Oh, 100%.
But if you do something like that where you have a residency and you bring everyone together and like I don't think that the music in our scene now is kind of like oh, he's gonna stick there and there. Like I think we try to create and bring everyone together and just like let's all have a good time and party. And it doesn't matter who you are or what you look like or whatever, you know. It's just like it's just a cool, good vibe, and that's kind of like I was pretty stoked on that. Like, and then residency really, it helped us.
Cemented it from the start.
It's a cool community. And, you know, like we did the first video one for you in Hideaway. And then even the Falling Out, I guess, was which shares a Cornwall in, what's it, Jacoby's? Jacoby's next door.
Oh man, walking in a bathrobe in the middle of the day
up
in Edmore Street, people are just like, what the fuck?
The Voices video as well was in Hideaway around there. And fuck, we were there last night. They were open last night. 5 o'clock, we stayed there. Till close and something like that.
Then went to my house. Got
stayed there till close.
You were speaking just then about your music video and your recent release. Our other host who couldn't be here today was going to bring in a case of whipped cream. We wanted to reenact. He wanted to reenact one of the scenes, and it's sad that he can't be here. Shout out to Aaron, but he had this whole thing planned all week, and he's like, I'm bringing in a case of whipped cream, and we're gonna reenact this scene from Fangz's last video. We're gonna fucking do it.
We had 2 of them. So like the one that was like the recent one in Who Are We Now, when it was just whipped cream, because like it was like. So when we did that music video, it's like, what can you actually do? We're all in lockdown. We can only be in this place. Like all 4 of us have been together through the whole thing. So it was like we weren't scared about like social distancing with each other, but it was bringing people in. So like the producer, like so when Kim and those guys came in, they had to like stay back. So we kind of like, we'll just do our thing in this little space and. Man, we got destructive.
That space though, like literally, it's like
From
it
the
looks
fridge?
heaps bigger than it is. It's like not even to the fridge to the wall.
Oh, you know
small.
exactly. It's 2.8 by 3.
Yeah.
We put a mega poster up. 2.8 by 3.
It's fucking tiny, like, and it looks massive.
But when we did,
What is that?
That's
the Who Are We Now video,
yeah.
and all that One For You, One For Me series is filmed in that exact same spot. Like, it's fucking tiny.
Well, we guys, we saw your podcast, but before that, we had this idea.
We have a podcast?
And
you do, we don't.
You did.
like
You guys had the
online series.
Your online series was the start of this, because we'd been talking about it for a long time. We'd said to Alec, the guy that's holding this big pole behind you,
The bear dick.
And we, the Achilles, so to speak. Anyway, and we basically.
It's starting to sag a bit. You might want to just
Get some Viagra.
Can't keep it up on a Saturday, mate.
Never. I was going to be like jelly after this, mate. Anyway, we basically wanted to do we're like, fuck, man. The only people that do interviews for bands and stuff like that is the ABC. And then we're like, other than that, there's no other platform. And we wanted to do something like that was kind of like Joe Rogan-esque, but we're like, nah, should we do it? Should we? Anyway, then we saw you guys, and we're like, and then you ended, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? And then we're like,
Jamil's computer could only take so much.
Fuck.
And Jamil could only
I
take
don't think it's I think like after, because literally he was doing band stuff like every night,
and then cutting
on
that
top
together.
Of, mixing and like doing all of the episodes, and like we're just
Meanwhile,
going
we're writing.
And writing an album, which you make like fuck.
I mean, like that ties in. Like we've got one more day of pre-production tomorrow at Stevie Night, and then we're gonna go back in and have another EP or album. We're not really sure yet.
Yeah.
We definitely have amount of songs, like through the whole thing. I think we wrote like 12 or 13 songs, and like it was basically the spare of the moment. Like all the songs are like, there's one that's like real metal, there's one that's real pop, there's one that's like funky, like, and we just kind of like did whatever we wanted, and you know, it was cool with that. What was the question?
I can't remember.
I think we were talking about the time you hit a moose on tour.
Oh shit! Right. So
fucking hell.
So
you don't have to pick up that.
How many rights did you turn in that conversation, man?
I've had a few. Yeah, I did hit a moose. So we're driving to the Canadian Shield in Canada on tour, and like in Canada, do not tour in the winter. It's the worst. So we're going through like.
Just don't tour in the winter anywhere.
Anyways,
really.
long story short, we going around this corner. I was like, "There's a big fucking moose on the road." And Mikey was driving. Hi, Buta. He was driving, and he's like, "What do I do?" But he kind of like froze up, and instead of driving away from the moose, he just drove into it. The moose just kind of like sat on the front hood and like looked at us, and then ran off.
How big's a moose?
Fucking huge.
No,
that's probably the size of the size of this fridge here. Like in.
No, their bellies are like there.
Oh, there.
They're huge,
I didn't think they were that big.
Oh, bull mooses are fucking huge, dude.
Over 1,000 pounds.
Dude,
Dude, your car would have been crushed.
It was fucked, written off. But
he
only love tapped him too.
Yeah.
Like,
1,000 pounds.
Our car was totaled.
Yeah. The last time I was at Frankie's with you, Alec, I spoke to this chick, and she's like,
she's a moose.
No, she was Canadian, and she's like, we're talking because I'm from the country, and we're talking about rifles and stuff, and she's like, I can't do a Canadian accent to save my life, but I really want to try it right now. But
just go, dude.
And she's like,
pretty good.
She's like, I got a 50 caliber Desert Eagle to shoot, the grizzlies. And I was just like, just out of nowhere, just, having this conversation with her.
No, it is becoming a Joe Rogan podcast.
Well,
this bear was running at me and I shot it with a gun.
And if you want Fangz on your podcast, Joe Rogan, we're just don't punch me. Yeah, sick. So I hit a moose. That was fun.
Yeah. Good story, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink time?
Drink time.
Yeah.
See, the bucket that comes in handy.
It does.
I got the whole...
So yeah, man. I guess that was...
And that's how I lost my virginity.
So that's the story of the hideaway and the tracksuits.
Yeah, nice. So now, how did you start a band?
We started a band. I guess.
Yeah.
This band came out of a band that Sam, Jamil, and myself were in.
Yeah.
And I guess we just that finished quite abruptly, and we kind of came back to. We finished in London. Actually, was our last show at the Black Heart in Camden, and we came back to Australia and basically just went straight into the rehearsal studio and started writing. In fact, one of the songs off the first EP called Waster is the first riff, I guess, that you came with.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Like, you guys had just seen Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes play, so like that's where that kind of got away from that sort of 70s kind of sounds.
Like, just backtracking a little bit, there was a moment we were at Heathrow Airport dropping back our splitter van, and this van pulls in, and it's like a sick, pimped up fucking band van, and we're like, oh, who are these dickheads?
Had a PlayStation. We didn't have a PlayStation in our fucking van.
Oh, they had a PlayStation in the van.
I know, right? We, like, our band was done over there. Like, we knew it was kind of done, and like, we're all pretty dejected and really hungover, and we're just sitting there just waiting around for some dude called fucking Yari or whatever to pick up our van and drive back to Germany. Anyway, this other van pulls in, and these dudes get out, and they're like, hey, what's doing, man? Like, what? You look so bummed. Like, what's wrong? And we're like,
your best Canadian accent.
yeah, shit Canadian accents. Anyway, so yeah, we started talking to these dudes and like, oh yeah, we're the Cancer Bats. Like, oh, fuck your old band, just form a new band.
Wait, he says straight up, Jamal goes, Cancer Bats? I love Bat Sabbath. They're like, that's our joke band. And he's like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, Cancer Bats are cool too. Yeah. So, you're wearing a shirt. I'm sure you're wearing a shirt right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing a Cancer Bats shirt now. Yeah, and then me and Jamil stayed on for another 2 weeks, and we stayed just to watch Graveyard play at Download, and we saw Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes play there, and there was a moment during that set where Frank played, like, he's playing in front of, like, 50,000 people. We just, like, look at each other, and, like, they're playing the song Fangz, and we're like, fuck, this is sick, let's do this. Yeah. And then, yeah, literally flew home, like, a couple of days later, and started writing, and, yeah, that's...
It's weird
stuff. Jamil typed singer in Facebook, and I was the first.
yeah.
I was the first person to come out because I just had done an acoustic show by myself, basically at Lazy Bones, and he typed in and like they messaged me and they're like, "Hey man, we're in this band. We've got 4 demos or 3 demos or something." We love like the Bronx and Frank Carter, and I was like, holy fuck, are you serious? And they sent me a demo, and with like an hour I sent the demo back to them.
And then like we auditioned him like about a week later.
Oh god, that was awesome.
And so like we start playing the song, and literally like he starts singing, and no word of a lie, it wouldn't have even been 10 seconds into the song, he does a fucking cartwheel while singing.
We just look at each other playing. I'm like, yeah,
that's the guy.
He's got it. He's a
done cartwheel.
Don't give a fuck.
While singing.
Yeah.
Well, but like a one-handed thing.
Yeah, one-handed cartwheel.
I mean, now it's kind of like a fat attempt. But like, whatever.
Mate, it's only been 12 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's how we met Josh, and yeah, that's kind of how we started.
Yeah. And I guess like, but the funny thing is, we didn't have the name down for the band forever. We were gonna like Hawk Valley or some shit like that.
That was a joke. No,
it was a joke.
That
We
was
were just joking, but we
feeling.
came up like with tons of like just absolutely
What was it? Slime Head. That was
shit.
Slime Head.
And then they were sort of like Fangz.
Don't name bands after animals.
Yeah.
Let alone the ugliest fish ever.
Yeah.
Google the slime head.
Yeah.
Slime head.
Yeah.
It's a fish.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest fish you've ever
Orange
seen.
fish.
Just thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
No, I think.
Well,
that was-
luckily you called it Fangz.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh, and you know where the Z came from? So recording Stevie to record the first EP, the For Nothing EP, wanted a very specific bass drum, specific kick to use on the recording, something tight, really punchy, and I went to Billy Hyde's to hire this I used a DW Collectors on that one, 22 by 16, and. For your drum nerds out there, you guys don't give a fuck. Drum nerds, there's an EMAD 2 on it.
Where's the cricket button?
Fuck off. Anyway.
I'm so surprised you don't have your drumsticks.
I know, I'm eyeing them off.
Oh, you can have them. I was going to give them to you before. There you go.
No, I've already fucking
There you go.
He's not Woody without drumsticks.
Yeah,
That
so
one's for
anyway,
you, Jamil.
Yeah, so
This one's for you. This one's for Jamil.
turned up to Billy Hyde's at the stage system space to hire a kit, and our buddy Dan Strong, who works there, he goes, what's the name of the band? He's just writing it on the cases to get the higher form thing. So Fangz, he goes, is that with an S or a Z? And I'm like, I guess with a Z. So he writes Fangz, F-A-N-G-S, and then with a Z.
Oh, no.
I didn't see that, so we get to the studio literally to load in to record One For You, Waste the... and fucking to do the first EP. And Jamil goes, does that say Fangz with a Z, like a full sentence? I'm like, yeah. He goes, how about we just like put the Z on the... Fangz with a Z. I'm like, alright, quick decision, done, whatever. Sweet. So anyway, whatever, that's
it
where
looks
that came
cool.
from.
And it's just like one word and it's simple.
Dude, you can't
Simple
go
in your face.
Yeah.
Fucking.
The other guy I was telling you about before, who's going to help me host it today, he went and he'd sourced a pair of Fangz, and he's like, dude, like halfway through this interview, I'm just going to put these Fangz in my mouth. And
Oh, dude. I had 2 in last night.
Oh,
Lost
really?
them both.
No, you chuck them in the trash.
Oh, no. One went in the trash.
I watched it, you were like...
No. Yeah, that's pretty
I don't know
dumb.
where the other one went.
No, the other one at Water Hideaway, and like I literally walked in, it fell out.
Yeah.
Probably like fell in someone's drink.
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, club.
Yeah, it's sick to see you.
See ya.
Hey, you want some of my mouth?
It wants some of my gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
So that's where that came from. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And that's how I can track.
So how did you guys, well, your online series podcast, how did you guys start that?
Well,
Because yours looks sick. Like, I don't think ours looks quite as sick as yours. You know,
no, this
Dude,
place
you guys
is
have
tough.
like,
Dude,
so what you
we
can't
filmed
see
it
is
on
like
an
there's
iPhone,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, it's
You
sick.
Yeah,
set up and
yeah.
said, you got a guy holding a thing. Fuck, man.
You got a guy holding a bear dick. That's amazing.
That's sick.
Yeah, and chicken wings. Oh, no. It was,
Yeah, so
Whatever.
Jamil and I have a warehouse for our work, and because of COVID, like we run the street postering distribution business,
Yeah.
and yeah, like obviously there's no events, so instantly we've got no work. So we're like, how can we use this space?
Yeah.
And yeah, then Jamil came up with the idea, let's do this fucking thing showcasing like band strip act, and
I think it
Just
all
ask
started
dumb
like
questions
it was like,
and-
do you want to run into this TV? With a car? And I think that's how it started. It was like, let's kind of do
oh, that
like
was an afterthought.
like a little
but,
like
yeah.
a Jackass type thingy, and we were just
Yeah.
like,
It's like Jackass meets fucking
yeah.
Burlesque for bears or
I guess
something.
like that was just like the tactical approach to move forward when
Yeah.
COVID hit.
Staying
no one had any
active,
idea
yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess Jim and Sam had this space, and all of a sudden downtime.
Yeah.
And we fucking COVID hit us. It was 19 shows. It was 19 shows that we cancelled for. We were a week out of doing the Drifter tour.
Yeah.
That was-
yeah.
Less than a
Oh,
week.
that
Fuck, it
would've
was like
been
a
so
few
good,
days.
too.
You know. And
COVID-19, huh?
yeah, exactly. And having 19 shows. Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Romantic.
They
Oh,
should've
Yeah,
called
it really fucked.
COVID 20
But to
fucked
have
up
that
everything.
place to not. We could kind of, I guess, see that the community is going to separate, and what are we going to do? Not really.
Yeah.
And, I guess Jim just came up with this idea, you know,
Yeah.
something, and it just sort of was like, hey guys, just turn up here and do this at that time,
Yeah, yeah.
or whatever, and that's how it started.
But I
And then
guess
next thing you know, man, fuck, how many emails to
no,
do?
but,
Oh,
the,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing
Every
about-
man, can we do that? Can you?
Yeah.
Well, the
do
thing
us
about
shit?
it is
And
we
just
wanted to
do.
interview like other bands as well,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like the other thing too is like, how can we stay active but also keep our friends who are in, we have
Yeah.
loads
Yeah.
of friends that are in sick bands, and it was like, well, let's try and add them into
Yeah,
this
yeah.
as well, because then at least, like, if you're watching Fangz and you're a fan of Fangz or whatever, then you'll be like, oh, well, that person was they did one song on the show, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
totally.
maybe if you got one person that liked
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shit, like, I mean, it's better than not playing any shows or anything.
Yeah.
At least
yeah.
you're staying
Or just
active.
Yeah.
fucking sitting there dormant.
Well, I was watching your videos thinking, have these guys like read my mind? Because I'd been talking about it, and I was
Yeah.
like, could we do this? Could we possibly do this like previous to COVID-19? And then you guys did it, and I was like, this is sick.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
actually sick.
It's so ghetto, like that setup. Like we've got like our
But it
lights,
looks really good. It
our
doesn't
lights
look
are
ghetto.
literally fucking mixing bowls.
Like for the
with
kitchen, not a
LED
fucking, not a
strip
studio,
lights.
fucking.
Yeah.
in them.
Dude, like, don't
Like-
if you didn't tell me, I would have thought that you put
Yeah.
a lot of money into it. Because you even had
No.
you even had like a Fangz fucking light.
We made that.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you make that?
When
Yeah,
we
yeah,
first
we've had
made
for
that,
years, man.
I was
it's such
cutting-
a
fucking year.
fucking
I was just cutting the fucking the board.
Oh,
And I thought we were just gonna keep the board and not
Yeah,
the actual.
He cut out the inverted part and sends this message. Hey guys, how do I get the middle bit out of the A? How do I get the middle bit out of the A?
He's like,
You're the
what
carpenter,
the
man.
fuck are you doing?
You've done the exact opposite of what we wanted.
Oh, I cut
So-
the A in
Yeah.
half and shit.
Yeah.
Imagine you've got a board and you cut Fangz out of it.
I was
But
like,
then you
how do I
left the
get the
board.
A?
That's what
in-
he-
I was like, how do I get the triangle and the A to stay there?
Oh.
And he was just like, what are you on?
Oh.
You fucking numpty. And I was like, oh, you want just the... Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that sign debuted at the For Nothing EP launch. Can you correct me if I'm wrong? At the Chippo, I think Chippo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
I think
correct.
Chippo was the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
one for
Yeah.
that, and then like really like
Sick show.
the live stage to play on is it's basically just like a representation of our storage locker at Soundworks, of like it's just that kind of comes around. It's like that sign is. I can swear on this or whatever.
Yeah, go for it.
Anyway, that sign's fucking cunt to.
It falls apart.
No, it sucks.
Like
to transfer, but you know what? We've dragged that thing all around the fucking country.
Yeah.
And
fucking Jamil on the destructive night, he hung off of it. And it's just two little like pieces of fabric holding the sign up.
It's
and
so
like
broken,
Jamil's
man.
like swinging on it. I don't know how it didn't come off.
Great photo of him with.
Yeah.
You know what was the coolest thing about like watching your band kind of start from a distance? Like I would see your stuff because we followed you. But like, you guys would always put up fucking crazy shit. Like, you would always put up photos of you guys doing wild stuff, and I was like, this is really cool.
But I think the cool thing when we did voices, they were like, let's do voices, and can we just like fuck you up? Like, just literally do everything to you. And I'm like, yeah,
Can we ruin
sick.
it?
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm literally in the video. They like friggin'. They took a shit ton of flour, like way too much flour. Like, dude, you don't need that much fucking flour.
Yeah,
Sam had like
with a bucket
mountain
of water.
and he was just like this close. He was like slap me in the face with it. And then I got oh man, I still have like in a couple of my rings. I still have like flour bits. I keep finding like flour everywhere. But I was just like, I was down, man. Like, I don't know. With this band, it's just like, well, whatever. Like.
You feel your whole life is like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And that was it. Yeah, the last episode we did with the with the gummy bear. That was awesome. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, it's gonna be me. Fuck, it's gonna be me. So we had this like the world's hottest gummy bear on our last episode for the television thing. And Jamil got it, and he's like, fuck, it's me. Fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, it's me. That was a lot of swearing. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Like we're not censored. This is not the.
No. We're not PG-13.
Yeah, no.
We're 15.
We're whatever we need to be.
I think
15-year-olds say fuck.
We like to like play out just these imaginary scenarios of retiring that sign.
Yeah.
Lucky that they're velcroed on, so it's like
it's valuable.
You can pack it. You can pack it.
But it looks so good from
it looks super cool because like I mean you see a lot of bands with. I mean, you got all these like these things as a teenager. You're kind of like these are the things that I want a band house. I just want to live my band. Kind of okay, cool. Tick.
Done that.
Tick.
Wait, you guys all live together?
No. We've all.
I used to live with Jamil
in our old band.
And I had a band house.
What's the band house experience like? Because that's
well, hey, the band broke up, so that worked out for you.
So we
don't do it.
In one of my first bands where we lived in Toronto, we had this band house. It was the Shepherd House. We called it that. And it literally looked like a squatting house. Like we had homeless, because we left the door open. And the homeless people would come in, just sit on a couch and be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? This is my house. They're like, oh, somebody told me I could stay here. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. But it got so bad. So like, Namal and I went around.
Whatever.
Yeah. But like, we literally went around the street and found every single couch that we could find. Yeah. And we had like about 40 couches in there.
Oh, wow.
Sick. And then we lit them on fire. And the house got on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, we shot rockets in the basement. Like the Roman candles.
Yeah.
And the house.
Like those bottle rocket things?
Yeah.
Roman candles?
Yeah. We shot them in the basement at each other. And the house caught on fire.
Can you still get them in Canberra?
Probably.
Totally
yeah, why are they called Roman candles?
What's Roman about them?
Like, are they made in Rome?
I don't know.
Are they roaming around?
They're Roman again?
I hope somebody out there can answer this question right now.
Wherever the comments are, can you...
Can you let us know what a Roman cannon?
It's just the name.
Oh, anyway. Fuck. Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about then. But
yeah, me too.
Anyway, whatever. So yeah, those
beer?
things, whatever.
Yeah. Beer!
Yeah.
It's sick. So I guess it brings us to today. Like we had the one for you thing, which ended up being 2 for you, 2 for me. Just because it was the demand actually, man.
Yeah.
So just going back to that.
So we had to go to two per week.
Exactly what you guys are doing here, which is fuck. This is such a cool setup.
Yeah, totally.
Getting lost in your walls. You got so much cool stuff.
Well, I wanted to make a house like yours, but I was like, fuck, I don't have the shit to do that because you guys had that big wall behind you, and you had the Fangz light, and I was like, fuck.
So all those photos that were up there were all actually they were
They're
still
all just
shots.
candid photos.
Yeah, they were
How did you get it on the wall like it was? Like it was as if
They're
it was...
postering company.
Yeah,
just
we
with
run a
the-
postering company.
Fuck.
Just with the glitter.
Yeah.
Because we were like, I just wanted to post everything because I wanted to look like that, but it just didn't come close.
Oh,
No, it's
I'll
sick.
drop like
I-
all the only posters I got now are Happy Place and fucking Save the Koalas, but you know we can cover it in that if you want.
I'll save the koalas.
Yeah.
The drop bears.
Yeah. So for you coming from Canada, what was your first encounter in Australia like?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well,
You heard it here first.
No, so
Now, what did the last
actually,
time?
one of the things that was, this is gonna sound fucking stupid, but
didn't even know
so
the camera.
the kookaburras, I was like,
The
fuck,
what?
I didn't, kookaburras?
Kookaburras?
Kookaburras.
yeah.
Kookaburras.
Yeah,
Bears.
they're fucking called.
Bears.
So like we're driving and like so basically we got a car in Sydney and we drove the whole coast and then lived up in Brisbane for 6 months. On the way there we stopped at
Unlucky.
like a park or whatever. And I was like, fuck, I didn't know they had monkeys in Australia. And my wife, and she's just like, it's a fucking bird, you idiot. And I was like, oh, sick. I'm like, oh, fuck. But yeah, so, I mean Australia's cool. Like, I don't, like Canada's cool, but it's fucking cold.
Like it is really
And
cool.
it's never
Fuck.
cold here.
You just said that twice, didn't you?
What?
Canada's cool,
cool,
but it's cold.
yeah.
Yeah,
No shit.
it is.
Yeah.
Real cold.
Yeah.
And Australia isn't. So it makes
Oh,
sense.
one thing they have there in Woolworths or whatever your or whatever a shopping centre.
Milk
is
in
or
a
whatever.
bag.
No, moose in a can.
Yeah,
I was
moose in a
fucking
can.
with Josh because we sit
Yeah.
together in a car for many.
No, moose in a jar.
Was it moose in a jar?
Moose in a jar.
Moose in a jar. Yeah, that's it. We're just like fuck. I guess it's
really
such a
nice.
big country to
Just-
drive around, and if the car's not cooked or whatever, burning out the engine
Yeah.
or something, we
You know,
obviously
you
talking
get to that
shit.
fucking 9th hour driving through fucking Kempsey and
So-
the conversation steeps to new
Yeah.
lows. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just like trying to bait Josh on, like, hey man,
What
it's
can
like,
you buy from your supermarket? I get moose in a jar.
I'm like, hey man, I think I asked him like, look, okay, so in Australia you can get, say, kangaroo, for example,
Yeah.
which whatever, it's you can just get it on the
Yeah.
shelves in Coles or whatever. So I just whatever out of boredom and curiosity, I'm like, hey man, like obviously not gonna have kangaroo in Canada, just like next to whatever your other. food.
Next to the
Whatever.
platypus in a fucking platypus jerky.
Next to the 20-cent coin. Yeah, so
It's
I'm
just
like,
like-
do they have moose? Do they have
No,
moose?
all it is maple syrup, moose in a jar.
Oh yeah, I was like, so, man, can you just like buy moose there? And he's like, yeah, man, like you can even get it in a jar. I'm like,
Oh my god. Maple syrup and moose. What a
Yeah.
variety.
Fuck yeah, you're a man to that, man.
have you had a man, Josh?
Well, fuck, you're not a man to that one. Yeah. So that's yeah, Australia's sick. I love it here, and I've been like, me coming from Canada though, it did take a long time to find like when you're trying to start a band. I honestly, I can tell you there's about like 10 people that are gonna watch this that'd be like, man, that guy hit me up. Fuck. Cause I hit Reese up.
Got enough tickets on yourself, bro?
I hit like Reese up. I hit so many people up. I was like, hey man, I'm moving to Australia. I sing in a band called Party Cat. I want to start like a punk rock band like the Bronx, like Cancer Bats. And then, ironically, they fucking found me, which was weird. But I hit up so many people. I was just like, he looks cool. That's
Dude,
why I met
you
Foy.
all fucking look cool. Your whole band looks cool.
It's cool to have this like bit of a. It feels like a bit of a community, and it's not just us and our I mean.
We've got an extended community now.
Yeah,
There's
like
so many like.
we've got our
Yeah.
partners as well. Like all four of us. So, like there's that 8 kind of
Yeah.
group. But dude, like there's so many friends. So we were talking before. So you mentioned like the logo and stuff like that. Splegs, our mate Lachlan Bruce, like he's always had a back.
Yeah.
We just got this really cool community of supporting your friends.
Just-
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Reese, Kim
can I-
doing
I love,
everything.
like,
Can I just say
Castro,
something
Blackheart.
on your community? Like for me, watching you guys from a distance kind of thing. Like when you guys played at Frankie's the other day, like that's like an event. Like I was working, and some of these other guys, you know, here are in hospitality and whatever. But like you guys playing at Frankie's is like a fucking event. Like it's like, you know, like fucking the church. You know, it's like, you know, so to speak. You know, like we were like, oh, can we go? Can we go? Everybody's checking their phones and, you know, checking their availability. Go, can we fucking go tonight?
Yeah.
Can we go tonight? Can we go tonight?
It's a cool thing.
So you are building this community.
Oh, well, that's the outside of it. I guess more of the internal kind of thing, but like, you often sort of just forget of it's kind of exactly what you guys are doing here. Like, you forget how talented sometimes, or what, like, that your friends are. Like everyone's creative, but the way that like Splegs, for example, who does all the designs and all the artwork. And
your artwork's fucking sick.
You know what? It's Splegs' artwork, man. Like, we don't even. He doesn't even send us proof. So like, hey man, like, I mean, he sends us proof.
Well, is he from the Heavy Metal Factory?
Yeah. That's his new company. Yeah. So things like that. It's just kind of.
They're sick.
Yeah, you just think, but we don't even have to sign off on it anymore. Like, you just trust him 1,000%. Just trust him. Comes to like sound guys. Like we got.
That's the thing. Like
guys.
When we first approached him to do the design for Fangz, like, we literally just said the name. I had an image in my head which was pretty similar to what he came up with.
No, it wasn't. Was it?
No, it was pretty much exactly that. But yeah, like literally, he just fucking came straight back with that the next day, and it's like,
dude,
you
your
read
fucking
my
artwork
mind.
is sick.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like,
well, that's
why
man, dude,
I was
that's all
like,
his.
I really want the album, like the shirt when I messaged. Oh, that was me messaging you guys.
Yeah.
But dude,
well, you'll have it next week.
Like, if there's a couple of people, like, if anyone has capacity to make an impact in this game, that I guess no one knows the answer. There's no textbook you can flip to the back and find out the answers of how to fucking traverse whatever this music thing, and then throw the left hook of COVID in there. But disregarding that, like, there's a couple people like Will, our booker, he lives in Melbourne and stuff, but you know, he's a guy.
Will.
Yeah, I love you so much, Will. Like, things like Will, we got sort of circles of a couple of photographers, like Kim's done a couple of videos, but the guys at Rad, they did the Falling Out video, they did the Drifter video, and Reese and Joel from Rad, they're just our friends kind of thing, but they're also building their things. We're doing a music thing. Reese, high voltage photography. Reese, like,
building their shit.
He's building his thing as a photographer. But like, I think if you have a modicum of momentum at that moment, you fucking bring your friends along with you, man. You
Like
do it. That's it.
If you go back to like you saying like, oh, it's like an event when Fangz are playing. Well, initially when like I started singing for this band, I was like, if you're gonna sit in the back and not enjoy it, I'm going to get into your fucking face and I'm gonna grab you and I'm going to sing into your face and I'm gonna make you have a good time.
Dude,
like
that,
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna piss on them. I'm glad you didn't.
I wouldn't do that, but like, and then like, so when
Neither.
we did the Vanguard, like I could see all the people up high and I'm like, I'm fucking getting up there. And like the venue manager like had a heart attack pretty much, but like I was like,
oh, I saw those photos.
Oh,
That's what I was saying before about you guys doing fucking crazy shit.
He even sent it through of like, don't cup the mic or whatever. I'm cupping that fucking mic as soon as I get
I was like, that's not real.
Don't climb
They can't
the
do that. How did they do that? Like, is that real? Is this,
you know how it is. You know, so Jamil, who's like the best dude, he bought you a fucking 30-foot cable.
He made it for my birthday.
Yeah, his birthday. He buys it. It's like, what do you want for your birthday?
Made him a 50-foot cable.
So we turned up to Ben. Actually, that was the Falling Out launch. I think that was that. No, that was the Bare Bones.
Show.
That was Bare Bones. Yeah.
That's right. So what's his name?
So
Arash is the owner of that venue. Of the was it called the Vanguard? Is it Vanguard? Put it on silent.
Not now.
Oh man, you're parking
Dude,
meters.
if it's important, answer it. Go for it.
Hi, lady. I'm on air right now. I'll give you a call in a little bit. Okay.
Anyway, whatever.
We'll talk soon. Okay, bye.
Whatever. Enjoy.
Sick pocket.
No, so that was the thing. So Arash, like the owner of the venue, he goes, hey, like I've heard that you, Josh, like, you know, you climb through holes in things, singing shit. I have no idea how you can hang upside down still singing key.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
pretty
know
funny.
either. Like, I just thought that was so funny.
Oh, so Arash goes, he goes, are you going to climb up the thing? And Josh is like, no, holding a 50-foot mic cable. I'm not going. He's like, you know, we have cables here. And he's like, no, I got mine. He's like, fuck, he's going to climb up that thing. Whatever. But yeah, that photo is sick, you know.
That's so sick.
I know it was recent.
But I just feel like, so, I think when I was really young and really fucking, like, we were in this band and basically, a guy came up to me and he was just like, hey man, do you got a second to talk? I was like, no, I got the shit to do, basically. And it turned out he was somebody from like a record label and he was just like, you guys are sick, but you're kind of an asshole. You're never going to get anywhere with an attitude like that. He's like, make time for people and just appreciate why you're in the music industry, right? So I kind of like took that moment and I was like, all right, from now on, I'm just gonna be crazy as fuck, but I'm also gonna like make a point to like have a chat to everyone and make sure that it's like, because it's important, because like we're doing this for us because we love the type of music that we do, but we're also doing it to involve other people now, you know, like so like when you go to Fangz show, it's a party, like let's just have a good time all together, and like when we're like if you're sitting up there and you're just like on your phone and stuff, I'm gonna come up and get your face, because like include you know, like that's important for me, and it just kind of got out of hand over the years, and now I'm just psycho. Whatever.
So guys, what's in the prospects for the future?
Good question. Well,
with day
COVID.
Going into day 4 of 4 of pre-production for the new record EP. Record EP, maybe. We know.
LP?
You won't.
Or EP?
You'll find out when it comes out.
I need a pee.
I need a pee too, bro. Let's go.
No, so that's the thing.
EP
like,
too.
EP come home.
So
EP come home.
we're recording this one at Electric Sun with Stevie Knight, the producer. Like we found, there was no question about like where do you want to record, who do you want to do it with for the third one.
Yeah, the Dead Love.
Yeah, it's like, look, Stevie did the first one. Like it wasn't even a question of who's gonna produce it, where we're gonna record it. Stevie's studio is it's in Arndale Park, so it's a bit of a way away, which is actually, you know what, like it's a far way to go, but I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. There are no external influences to be there, and Stevie's again, he's one of us. He's one of our dudes.
Yeah, I've known him for like 13, 14 years, and like it's just weird that this is, you know, where we've ended up in our friendship, that he's producing the band kind of thing. Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. I think we're when the first day is what, the 7th of September. Is that when we're in? Yeah, Monday the 7th. I think I'll be doing drums on that day, and the 8th I'll probably get them out in a couple of days. So that'll be that, and then whenever that's going to come out. But that's like we're in the thick of that in that pre-production at the moment.
And then hopefully if COVID fucks off,
we have a couple shows booked, but I think they're gonna be cancelled. And
I'm pretty sure they are, dude, actually. The Halloween Hysteria, I think that's already been cancelled.
Which sucks.
But
it is what it is, and everyone be safe. And, maybe we can get back to normal at one point.
So guys,
are you supposed to say that?
What advice would you have for musicians out there wanting to start a band, possibly?
Be badass about whatever you do.
Just go and do it.
Good
That's
advice.
it.
Don't fuck around, just do it.
No, don't fucking say you're gonna start a band and not start a band. Just do it.
Yeah,
like, don't talk about it at all. Just fucking do it.
And don't crash into a moose.
And I mean, you can if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
I think that's it, man.
No, actually crash into a moose. Like it'll make
it'll
a good
help
story.
your career, man.
Make a good story one
The
day.
whole like beer drinking thing around this band, I guess, is it's kind of become a gimmick, like as far as I guess the music being the important thing. But that's it. Like to be playing shows and to be, I guess, just badass about it. But just fucking play shows, man. Like it's hard now.
Shows, have fun.
That's it.
Keep moving forward.
That's pretty much
and
it.
if you want
so you guys heard it here first, play fucking shows. And today on West Underground, this is Fangz. Thank you very much for coming on, guys.
We weren't even shaking hands when we walked in before.
God.
Now we're fucking making out.
Thanks, brother. Oh, thank you so much.
Get me out of here.